take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, know I give it all I got. Wanna walk, talk the talk, take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clippity, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Down. 10 Tucson.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check.
80 weapons.
Check.
Now.
Banjo.
Now.
Here's Grant. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
I'm here all day. Slam.
You draw Corker.
Check 49.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball.
Here we go. 60 or.
54.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the slant.
Go.
SOS. SOS, SOS.
Hey, check 24.
Yes, yes. On the ball. On the ball.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I got him.
Hey! Leo!
They will run with Grant. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch QB drop.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Got it.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Fire.
Here's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Pilot, 64, win.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And that Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Here we go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready, break.
Right 5. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
X3. 2-8, get it.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but it'll be second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Lord.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
That opening drive sack. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Check the call.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now, let's go, get it.
Here's Locke. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Locke going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Henry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
30 base. Bravo.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. Hello. Alpha.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just a better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun, Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mike, 50.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke completes it to Corey Grant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw it is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown.
There we go.
Corey Davis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Come on,
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
In his end zone, here's Locke. Completes it to Davis. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on there.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right.
Go, go,
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check. Lucky.
You're out. Yo. Shoot.
Another run by Lindsey. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready, break.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Come on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from it.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jeffrey Simmons. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
You don't want nothing, baby. You don't
Who
want
draw corpus?
You don't want to see me. You don't want it. Kill. Shit.
Get it.
After the penalty, it's Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Yep.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Locke now on 1st down. Under pressure, they got him again. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. This one caught by Davis. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Jim. He's coming.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Locke going to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Got a man. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Tannehill. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 14 yards. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Locke. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Block now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Block working out of the gun. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14 at the 36-yard line.
Go! Now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Block. He'll buy some time right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
It's fourth down.
Hey, Zoo, now!
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing now, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep. He's got a man. Complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Ready, Rick. Hey, exit.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill uncorks one. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.